The search for Kenya's next Chief Justice has narrowed down to 6 candidates, and in about 4 days' time, the Judicial Service Commission shall commence interviews for the 5 men and 1 woman who have been shortlisted to succeed Justice Willie Mutunga. Now, in alphabetical order, according to their surnames, it's Senior Counsel Nzamba Kitonga, Appellate Court Judges David Maraga, Msaga Mbogoli, Roslyn Nambuye, and Anashir Visram, and Supreme Court Judge Smokin Wanjala. Who among the 6 shall inspire public confidence in the judiciary, and who among them has requisite personal, professional, and intellectual competences to steer the wheel at the judiciary? Well, tonight, in the spirit of public participation, the appointment of public officials as enshrined in the Constitution, Citizen TV interrupts normal programming to bring you this special town hall debate on Mutunga's succession. We believe this forum is for nothing else, or if for nothing else, shall ignite your interest on the person seeking to be the next Chief Justice of Kenya. Our panelists tonight are Advocate Nelson Harvey, Judith Ongori, Evans Monari, Gladys Sholei, and Apollo Mboya. Thank you so much for making time for us tonight. We also have lawyers, human rights activists, students, and Kenyans from all walks of life represented in the audience. We will be taking questions from you, and thank you for coming as well as the debate goes on. On Twitter, the hashtag is Mutunga Succession. We'll also be getting your feedback on Twitter. And I'll start with the first question, and Harvey, you respond to it. For all of you, this first question, I'll be giving you 2 minutes to respond to this first question. The question is, tell us who among the 6 candidates I've talked about for the Chief Justice position you think should be Kenya's next Chief Justice and why? Or who you think should not be Kenya's Chief Justice and why?
Well, all the 6 candidates appear to have met the minimum threshold for qualifications as Chief Justice. But I think in the course of the discussion we'll be able to identify who amongst the 6 is one that can be the bridging arm between the judiciary and the other arms of the government, and who can foster development in the judiciary, one who should be able to unify all his peers and be appealing to the consumers of justice, you and I.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're not going to tell me who you think, specifically who should be or who shouldn't be?
Well, he will come out, or she will come out in the discussion.
Okay, Judy.
Yes.
For me, the 6 judges meet the hard skills required for the job.
Okay.
They're distinguished. They have spent a lot of time in the judiciary and in the legal sector, like Nzamba Kitonga. But I think what will make the difference are the soft skills that the judges possess or do not possess. They've got to have the ability to see how important the judiciary is as an institution at this point in Kenya's history. They've got to be able to see the needs of the public out there and see how they can bring them into the judiciary and have them addressed. They've got to see the importance of the Supreme Court having greater power than the voter when an election petition, when there's a dispute on a presidential election petition. For me, the person who possesses those skills then is the person that should become the next Chief Justice.
Again, we're not getting any specific names.
We'll get there.
We'll get there, we'll see.
I think any of the 6 persons having been chosen by the Judicial Service Commission, having been shortlisted, must surely meet the threshold of becoming a next Chief Justice. The problem that arises there is that each one of them thinks that they are better than the other 5. So it is the task of the Judicial Service Commission to tell us who best fits the cloth. Now, we have a situation where only one lady has applied to be Chief Justice.
Yes.
The law did not say that ladies cannot apply to be Chief Justice. In fact, the law is very clear that the gender sensitivity between the Chief Justice and the Deputy Chief Justice is not a matter of gender. You can even have 2 females as Deputy
and the Chief Justice,
and the other way around. So it's a big shame that you've got a number of ladies all applying for Deputy Chief Justice and so many men applying for Chief Justice.
Okay.
That is something that must be corrected.
Should I take it that you think we should have a lady CJ then?
I have no problem with a lady CJ.
maybe then he may be saying Nambuye should be there, but you're not saying that. I'm just messing. Yeah, okay.
I think once people are shortlisted for a position, it means that they all qualify to be Chief Justice and have what it takes to be the Chief Justice. The only thing that the Judicial Service Commission will be doing is trying to see who among them has other skills or a personality type or a certain type of how will they work with their colleagues. You know, so you look at that even beyond the qualifications, because the fact that they all qualify is not in question. And it will be the task of the Judicial Service Commission. That's why I think the question you're asking, that who do you think can be the next, is better suited to be the next Chief Justice? I think you'd have to be sitting with at the Judicial Service Commission, interrogating each of the candidates, and then asking them, how would you deal with a certain issue? Their answer, their response should be able to guide you as to whether they are better suited to be a Chief Justice or not.
Right.
I mean, you would have to do some background check on the person to find out how do they work with their colleagues. Is it someone who is respected by the other judges? Because if someone is not respected by the other judges, no matter how qualified they are or how brilliant a lawyer they are, they will not be able to run the judiciary. So you must be someone who can inspire confidence from their own colleagues and be able to be respected by their own colleagues.
Fair enough, because you're all at liberty to answer the question where you please. Maybe we should have made it a mandatory question. But Apollo, I don't know if you think differently.
I will turn the question the other way around.
Okay.
Who should not be?
Yes.
And there are several who should not be Chief Justice. I'll start. The ones who should not be.
Yes.
The people who have not shown fidelity to the Constitution when it's being violated, and some of the candidates have that trait.
Like who?
It will come out when it's time.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Another one, again, who has indicated that where government or the president has an interest in a case, they should dialogue. And that one came out within the context of the ongoing judges' colloquium. Those ones should not be Chief Justice of Kenya, because it shows, first, one, the other one does not respect the Constitution which they swore to uphold, and another one does not show independence that is required for the judiciary. Right,
we'll see, I mean, as this goes on, the tunnel debate goes on, whether the names will come up, but it's important to point out that ultimately it's the work of the Judicial Service Commission to determine who will be the next Chief Justice of this country. The discussion is going on. Keep talking to us on Twitter. The hashtag is Mutunga Succession. We're taking a short break. Back with the town hall debate.